Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Glass City Podcast here at the CMB Production Studios with me, your host, Cowboy Mark. How's everybody doing? Hello, everybody, and how are you doing today on this fine Tuesday? It's a little bit windy out there, but you know what? The weather is excellent, and that's what we like to see. Good weather here in Toledo. It's not raining. It's not snowing. It's not doing any of that funky stuff. So that's always a plus around here. I do want to thank everybody for sending in their show information. And remember, we are doing another show on Thursday. We're going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays right now. It seems to be the best days for me to collect everything and get everything going. So those are the days that we'll continue to do our show. And then hopefully we'll get some people booked in here, some artists, and we will get them on our Sunday show. That way we can go back to doing our Sunday live interviews. So we don't have a whole heck of a lot for today, but that's all right. It's early in the week. We'll make sure we get some more coming up for the rest of the week. And we're going to go ahead and get right on those. Here we go. So coming up this Friday, we've got a great list of shows coming up. We're going to start off with G String Jettison. That's right, G String Jettison. Brian and the guys are going to be at Sycamore Grove there in Luckey, Ohio. And that show is going to go 9 to 1. It's a great location, great place. It's been around for quite a while. They've been doing entertainment for quite a few years out there. So if you're out in that area, out there in Luckey, Ohio, why don't you stop in and see G String Jettison there at Sycamore Grove from 9 to 1. Now, if you're looking for that laid back, you want to hear all that good music, but you don't want necessarily all the loudness that goes with a lot of that great music, well, why don't you stop in and see Mike and Jen Unplugged there at 6 Fifths Distilling. That's in Perrysburg, Ohio. They're going to run their show from 8 to 10. That's right, Mike and Jen Unplugged at 6 Fifths Distilling there in Perrysburg, Ohio from 8 to 10. Now you're looking for that traditional rock and that kicking in the ass feeling. Well, then you've got to stop in and see Streetwise. That's right, see Streetwise there at Sneaky Pete's in Toledo, Ohio from 9 to 1. They play all kinds of music, and we're talking they're going to kick out the dancers, they're going to kick out the rockers, they're going to kick out the country, you name it, these guys play it. Great band. Had an opportunity to play with them a few years back and had a blast when I was working with these guys. And you never know what they're going to do. They're always pulling out new material. So make sure, if you're looking for that kind of atmosphere, getting it cranked up, go see Streetwise there at Sneaky Pete's here in Toledo, Ohio from 9 to 1. Now, we've got a show there at Papa's Tavern. We've got Molly's Chamber. Now, Molly's Chamber was another one that was on our Fireside Music. So if you're not familiar with them, you can pop in on one of them streams and see those guys. And they're going to be at Papa's Tavern, of course, there from 8 to 12. Now, again, I always put down 8 to 12 because that's officially, but you never know. Sometimes they start a little earlier, they start a little later, they go a little longer. But generally speaking, that shows from 8 to 12. So again, Friday, June 26th, coming up, we have G String Jettison, Sycamore Grove, Luckey, Ohio, from 9 to 1. We have Mike and Jen Unplugged at 6 Fifths Distilling. They're in Perrysburg, Ohio, 8 to 10. And again, that's that unplugged, laid back. You get to really enjoy that show. If you want to crank it up, again, Streetwise at Sneaky Pete's, Toledo, Ohio, from 9 to 1. And again, another classic rock band, Molly's Chamber there at Papa's Tavern, Toledo, Ohio, from 8 to 12. And that's our Friday lineup as of right now. Again, hopefully we'll get some more artists to send me their information and we can get those listed, because I'm sure there's a lot more shows going on Friday. So on Saturday, that's right, we got Saturday, June 27th, we have at Papa's Tavern, Brightside. That's right. Brightside's going to be at Papa's Tavern here in Toledo, Ohio from 8 to 12. Again, that show, well, tentatively, it's 8 to 12, but you never know what happens over there at Papa's Tavern. Then moving on, we have In My Opinion. That's right, IMO, Aaron and the gang at Sneaky Pete's here in Toledo, Ohio from 9 to 1. And again, another band that plays all kinds of different types of music. They'll play your rockers. They'll play your country. I think they even throw technically an alternative song or two in there. So make sure you stop and see those guys as well. They're at Sneaky Pete's. So again, Saturday, June 27th, we have Brightside there at Papa's Tavern from 8 to 12. And then In My Opinion at Sneaky Pete's from 9 to 1. So far, that's all I have. Like I said, we don't have quite a bit, but again, it's only the first part of the week. So as the week goes on and I collect more information, we'll get those listed for you, and we'll keep those shows coming to you. So we've got a few other things in the works here. We're going to be starting to do possibly some sponsorship spots here on the podcast. We're going to be working with a couple of different people. We're actually going to create commercial slots, and they'll be done right here in studio. It's something that I think is going to be a lot of fun. It's just a pet project. I'm going to do one for our DJ company. I'm going to do one for the wife. She does the vinyls and stuff like that. We're putting together all these different things so we can actually do commercial slots. And the only reason we're doing the commercial slots is we get the guests in here that want to play some live music. Well, that gives me an opportunity to get 30 or 60 seconds to where I can make sure they're dialed in. And then when we go back to what we're doing, we're going to be able to play live. So we're going to be doing the acoustic work in, hopefully here in the studio, and be doing different things like that. So, and another thing, when we had Mr. Marty Stahl, my right-hand tech guru, in on last week's show, after the show we got to talking. And another thing we'd like to do is maybe start a Did You Know little segment. And what we're going to do with that is I'm going to collect information from some of the area local bands and music related things, and we're going to do a Did You Know section. Maybe a little information not everybody knew about. Maybe try to find hidden information about some of the locations here in the city of Toledo and surrounding areas. Basically, little history checks. And just something to add to the show, make it more interesting and make it a lot more fun. And also, during the live chat, if you have something like that you know, well, we can put it out there. We can let people know. Did you know? So, when you guys see this and when you repost it and you're watching it, think about it. Get me the information. You can send any and all information to glasscitypodcast@gmail.com. You can tag me in Facebook. Obviously, I'm there on my personal page. I've got the Glass City Podcast page. We've got the CMB Productions page. There's many, many different ways to get a hold of me. And hopefully you guys will, because I think that'd be a lot of fun to learn a little bit about our local entertainers in a neat little segment like that, make it a little more personal. And then we'll have that information as well when we can get them back on the show live. Well, believe it or not, that's pretty much all we have for today. Short and sweet, and sometimes that's the way people like it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, keep that information rolling in. Think about some of the different things that we've got going on, and I'd love to hear your input. I'd love to be able to know what you guys are thinking. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Glass City Podcast, and have yourself a great day. We'll see you all later.